This is William K. Murtaugh, Murt Witness 1, and today I'm going to discuss fear and jealousy in Timmy Town. Now, ever since I announced that I was going to be going to Castle Rock, Colorado to cover the trial of Cynthia AbCug, the woman who allegedly, under QAnon influence, hatched a plot to violently kidnap her son from the foster parents that he was with. The QAnon terrorist group, of which Timmy Charles Holmeseth is a part of, has come out with a series of defamatory and libelous statements regarding my intent to cover this trial. They have stated that I am a member of the Finders, which is this weird little cult that has been in the news for a while. They claim that I am associated with Craig Sawyer, who was a vigilante style, I guess you could call it, anti-pedophile, anti-child trafficking, anti-child abuse individual from Arizona, and so forth. This is something that's been going on for 12 years. And in the link below, you're going to see a blog that I've written about this in some detail, because I've gone back to writing the blog again. But as you will see, this is a pattern that's been going on for years, that Timothy Charles Holmeseth has attacked Kim Picasio, he's attacked me, and he's attacked anyone associated with either one of the two of us. And these personal attacks have gotten more outrageous and more bizarre in the past few months. And the main reason for it is the trial of Cynthia AbCug. Now, as a reminder, a lot of very important and large social media publications and even some mainstream media have done articles on the Cynthia AbCug case in particular and on the actions of this particular group. And I would suggest people read some of these articles so that you would understand why I personally am being attacked. You know, as I have stated on my previous broadcasts on the countdown to Castle Rock, there is a good chance that these two individuals are either going to be called as witnesses in this particular case or are going to be mentioned in the case, and it is not going to be in a favorable light. And since I am going to be up there reporting on this case, and it's probably going to be primarily covered by me, I have no indication at this time that the mainstream media are going to be covering the case to any great extent. This has them scared to death, because I am going to be there on the scene, live, with access to the clerk of the court and court personnel to get information about the progress of the trial and who may or may not be implicated during the course of the trial in criminal behavior. I expect these attacks against me to intensify. I expect them to try and interfere with my freedom of speech and my coverage of this particular case. This is something that cannot be allowed. There cannot be a situation where someone's freedom of speech is infringed upon by a bunch of right-wing conspiracy nuts who are part of the QAnon movement. QAnon complains that they're being censored, yet members of their cult are censoring others simply because they don't agree with the QAnon cult. And so it's for this reason that if anybody listens to this live stream, please like, subscribe, and share, and click the notification button, because we need to counter this infringement on the First Amendment. I don't care if you're a QAnon, if you're right-wing, left-wing, center, Democrat, Republican, whatever. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. Freedom to criticize is freedom to criticize. These people are trying their darndest to infringe upon that. I've been threatened with a lawsuit that had to be dropped because of their continued attacks against me. They realize now that if they sue me, all their accusations about me is going to come out in a court of law. And so, as far as I know, they've abandoned this effort to sue me in court. And there's nothing to say they won't try again, but I'm prepared for it. This would be the second time that Timothy Charles Holmeseth has attempted to sue me and failed. So again, I am going to be in Castle Rock, Colorado, on Monday, the 2nd of August, to begin my coverage of what is supposed to be a week-long trial. And the circumstances happened prior to that, where she makes a plea deal, which I have understood to be a definite possibility, which would shorten the coverage. But we'll see. Barring any interference from this anti-First Amendment group, I plan on being there covering the case. And I assure you, I am not going to interfere with the case. I'm not going to intimidate the witnesses. I'm not going to try and intimidate Cynthia AbCug or anyone else. I am simply there as an observer of the facts, and I will report them accordingly, without bias. I am not taking sides for or against Cynthia AbCug. I will report her story. I will report any comments by people that support her, as I have done for people that do not support her. She is innocent until proven guilty. We can't conclude how this case is going to wind up. The jury could acquit her, like they acquitted Casey Anthony. Everybody thought Casey Anthony was going to be prosecuted. She was not. She was acquitted of all charges. There's a possibility this could happen in the AbCug case. You never know. But the people have a right to know. And I am going to do my best to give you an unbiased, true account of the case. If there is an opinion, I will state it as an opinion. I will not state it as fact. You will be the judge of whether or not Cynthia AbCug is guilty or innocent by the time the trial ends, regardless of what the jury says in their verdict. So please stay tuned as I do my pre-trial marathons every Saturday night at 9 p.m. and when I arrive in Castle Rock, Colorado for the trial itself. Until then, this is William K. Murtaugh, Mert Witness 1. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and have a good one.